Isaiah 34:4. Isaiah 34:4. Because these are no, look at this. That's what our people think, man. Because you wearing a suit and all that shit, you like that makes you important, right? You said like I believe you going down that camera time, you know? Like you had a minute of the Lord come out here and we dressing our sackcloth, you know? Sign and crying to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, you know? That's what we doing. But you'll have a dude come out here, and that's why, you know, you'll get these, what they call it, mega churches, you know? And niggas will listen to that, man. Why? Because they dress like Esau, man. What the scriptures say, the fashion of this world passeth away, man. And that's Esau's fashion, wearing that tie and that suit. Nigga wear regular clothes, but they get that tie, that suit on, they perk up and shit. You know what I mean? Got a different swag with him. Matter of fact, not even swag, man. A different stroll with him. You know? But man, but the time we living in now is don't nobody dig. It's, well, matter of fact, they starting to dig it though, man. You know? They slowly but surely starting to see that these prophecies is coming to pass, man. And not just that, you got like a lot, you got dudes that stop going out on the highways and byways and all that. Now all of a sudden they want to come out because they see the prophecies coming to pass. And I had a woman I used to deal with out Wisconsin, you know? And she knows she Israelite and all that. She was going to move to Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? But then she started going back out there doing whatever the fuck she was doing. As soon as that America bombed Syria, she called me right up. Oh, can you give me some scriptures? This is it. And that made me think, man. It says 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. You know? But that's just, that 7 just represents completion, man. You know? Matter of fact, 34. Start at verse 4.
From the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is upon all nations.
That's right, man. So the indignation is his fierce anger, man. All right? It's upon all the nations on the earth, man. Including 2/3 of Israel, man. 2/3 of our people. So why you think that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is gathering all these different nations together in Syria, man? And if you do the history on Syria, all right, in that region, that place always been at war, man. And you can go back to Alexander the Greek's time when he conquered all that. That's why he got an Alexandria, Egypt. All right, and when it talks about, I believe it's Daniel, I want to say the 11th chapter. It talks about the king of the north and the king of the south and all that. That's talking about the 2 different. It was Ptolemies, I believe, in the other thing. I don't even want to give, but it's in there, man. You can grab it, but it's talking about those two kings. And they was warring, going at it for that land. And guess what? Jerusalem was right in the middle. And that's what they really want to control over. You know? So that area, that region, man, has been going at war for forever, man. But right now the Lord's about to just end it all, man. That's why it says it's indignation. Matter of fact, read that one more time, Baba Kashara.
From the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies.
Yeah. Yo, there you go. It's fury upon all their armies, man. So what you got? You got the Russian army. You got the the Israeli army, the Iraqi army, the American army, the African army. All these different armies, man. That's why you about to have World War III, man. Why? Because the Lord's he's setting them up to destroy all of them, man. That's why he gathered them all together, man. There's a lot of distractions. I stay focused. That's why they're gonna get worse as they get hotter, man.
He has utterly destroyed them. He has delivered them to the slaughter.
Damn, yo. What's up with that?
From the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He has utterly destroyed them. He has delivered them to the slaughter.
That's right, man. So that's why they being brought over there to what you call the battle of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shabbat, which is Yahweh's judgment. And his judgment is to destroy them.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up of their carcass. Salaki. And the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Yeah, there you go, man. So when they go over there, all right, and not even just over there, just go right here in America too. But mainly I'm talking about when them troops get sent over there, and all the nations are gathered over there, and they get put to death, their bodies is to fertilize the ground, man. That's why they say what they say, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Right.
Because what your body goes back to the ground. So the Lord is so them people about to be fertilizer, right? To make the land flourish again, right?
Verse 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as a leaf falling off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
That's right. That's talking about the thermonuclear missiles, man. Because if you got a fig tree and you shake it, the figs, they look like they could be like little missiles, man. But they're in the shape of that. So if you shake a fig tree and the figs fall off, they're gonna drop like that, man. You know? And that's also, now you know, that's how many nuclear missiles gonna be in the air, man. So this shit about to get real, man. And they say the heaven's gonna be rolled up like a scroll. That's the mushroom cloud, man. If you actually look at when they do the tests on missiles and all that, when it hits, and it looked like a mushroom, man. As a matter of fact, not too long ago, this I was like, Yahweh Shah gave Russia the green light to go ahead, man. I think this was like a year or two ago, man. And there was a cloud in the shape of a mushroom, man. And I'm like, damn. And it was over there in Russia. An actual regular cloud in the shape of a mushroom. I'm like, yo, that's the Lord showing them a sign to go to get ready to bomb shit, man. Mainly America, man. You know? And that shit was crazy. I'm like, God damn.
Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
So Idumea, that's talking about the Edomite. That's another word for Edom, Idumea. You know? Which is the so-called white man. You know? It's saying upon the people of his curse, man. So that right there lets you know it's going to be a lot of dead bodies, man. A lot of dead bodies. I believe I was watching the video of Apostle Tahar, and I think he was reading an article or something like that. And there was a certain Edomite that said he had a dream. I think it was back maybe like the 80s, something like that. And he said he had a vision or whatever of a lot of dead bodies, man, in America. You know? Which that's what goes back to what you brought out earlier with the Joseph. He had a dream and all that, but he didn't know what it meant. You know, he had some type of idea, but to actually say what it was, he didn't know what that meant. Man. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 6. The sword of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is filled with blood.
Damn.
It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats.
That's right.
With the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua hath sacrificed in Basra and great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
That's right, man. So, yo, that's the Lord about to come back and really jack this place up, man.
That's right.
But people think that the Lord coming back all how you say, hunky-dory, whatever. Everything going to be all fine and dandy, man. He coming back to hand out flowers and shit.
Right.
And it tells you, it says, Idumea, man. But these crackers still think that the Lord loves them, man. But he just told you he come back to destroy your ass, man. Take you out of power, man. And put his people back in power. But you got right now, you got China. They think that they're going to be the next superpower, man. That's why they got all this gold lined up. And actually, if you have control of the gold, then that will put you in power, man. You know? You will be in charge of the economy, man. You know? So that's why these different nations are trying to stack up. But they're not banking on the Lord coming back to destroy the system, right? They think they're going to go to war, shoot all these nuclear missiles. They're going to go in their bunker and come out and start running shit. They're going to go into their little bunkers and all that. But when they come up, we going to be right there with chains, man, and take their ass right to sleep.
That's right.
You know?
Verse 7. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls. And their land shall be soaked with blood, and the dust made fat with fatness.
You don't think she can?
For it is the day of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion.
That's right, man. And the controversy, that's like a
Excuse me, did you see the three go pass?
Nah, that's like a discrepancy, you know?
Problem.
So that, yeah, problem. It's a controversy.
Situation.
Yeah, exactly. So right now we in a problem, we in a situation. You know? Matter of fact, read that one more time about the son. Fat ass bitch.
And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness.
Man, the land shall be soaked with blood, man. The land shall be soaked with blood. Like, that's heavy right there, man. That right there is real heavy, man. That the land being soaked with blood. So just imagine if you had like a wash rag or something like that, or a cloth, and you just drenched it with water or something. Just imagine that being blood. Now that's a lot right there. But just imagine the whole land being drenched with blood, man. That's like you just throw a bucket of blood on the floor or something, and you drench it. That's a lot of death, man. So ain't nothing pretty coming to this place, man. You know? That's the day of doom, man. And that's what's coming. And these Edomites know that shit. Matter of fact, Donald Trump said it a while back, man. He was like, this the quiet before the storm. And they asked him what he meant. He knew exactly what he was talking about. Yeah, but he jumped the gun by saying that, and he knew if he would have said too much, they'd have killed his ass. But he told him that. This the quiet before the storm, man. And right now, guess what? You're in the quiet. But the storm is coming, man. Right now, you can see the clouds forming together and all that, man. That's all them nations being brought over there to this land. This law being passed, this law, and all that. Those are the clouds forming, man. And guess what? After that, you're going to have an all-out fucking storm, man. Because the storm just don't pop up out the blue, man. You have pop-up showers, but for a storm to happen, it has to accumulate, man, before it go down. You know? Matter of fact, grab Joel 2:30. That was different, right? Who nigga was here? Joel 2:30. And speaking of clouds, this is another. This is a cloud that's going to form, man. You know, this is going to be a cloud to form. A mushroom cloud. Right. You know? Because our people, they're like, yo, man. But I mean, this is the same way back in Noah's time. And he was prophesied for 500 years, man. And that's a half a day to the Lord, man. So just imagine us out here now. Well, we got a couple seconds. And it feels like a long time, man. You know? It feels like a long time. Coming out here week in and week out. Our people not listening. But the scriptures, once you have an understanding of the scriptures, like that don't even affect you no more, man. 2:30.
From the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 28. And this shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh,
Yeah.
and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions.
That's right. Matter of fact, this is what we were talking about earlier, man. Even concerning that Edomite. You know? That had that dream back in the 89. But the Lord right now, He pouring out His Spirit upon all flesh, man. And I can take it far as back when I used to deal with this woman, you know? She said she used to have a dream of a tidal wave coming to destroy this place. And she was like, I saved him. And I'm like, man. But she said before that, it was a dude that she was dealing with. So I guess whatever nigga in her life, that's what's going to save her from this tidal wave. But that's not going to be the case, man. If they're not a man of the Lord, they're not saving them. And furthermore, she already got the RFID microchip in her arm, right? So she definitely ain't getting saved. She done. But they said that's a done bun, man. You know? But the Lord pouring out His Spirit upon all flesh because like these things are happening. And then not even that, you also have people that know that this war is coming, man. They know World War III is coming, man. It's in the making right now. And people want to walk around blind as that lady, man. You know? And that's how people is, like walking around like that. And when you blind, you bump into shit. Why? Because you can't see. You know?
If it's not complete, Angie and Gavin go back to their apartment. Like, keep it.
Verse 29. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit.
Yeah, so that's talking about everybody, man. Servants, handmaids. You know? They're gonna see shit. Matter of fact, prime example, you even got different pastors in these churches now. Edomites. But I know they had to learn from the apostles and elders. And they had to, man. Because now they talking about Americans in the Bible and all that, man. And not even that, man. You got Shalaka. It was a Jewish dude, man. And he was saying that the real Jews are black, man. You know? So these things are starting to come out, man. So that's the Lord pouring out His Spirit upon all flesh, man. Word up.
Verse 30.
And that's before the shit go down.
And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke.
There you go, man.
The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord Yahweh shall come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. As the Lord Yahweh has said, in the day, in the remnant who the Lord Yahweh shall call.
That's right, man. So it's something about the remnant. Yeah, like, yo, man, that's crazy. But yo, man, they so but now that's said so, but it say that you're gonna have to call on the name of the Lord, right? So who the only one that's gonna call on the name of the Lord? First of all, you're gonna have to know the name of the Lord. You know? You're gonna have to know His name. And which a lot of our people, they still don't know it. And it says, whosoever shall call. So the only people that's going to call on the true name is going to be the men of the Lord, man. And he's going to deliver.
That's right.
You know? But see, you'll go to a church and they'll be like, oh, whoever calls on his name going to be saved. And what name are they calling on? They calling on Jesus. You know? And that's a Greek name, man.
That's right.
The Lord wasn't Greek. You know? He wasn't a Greek. But as a matter of fact, yo, this dude Kevin Hart, man, he did a joke a while back concerning like a Muslim dude, and he said that they was on I guess it was like a roller coaster or something like that, and he said when the roller coaster came down, he said the same dude that's a stone cold Muslim and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was all Muslim, Allah this, Allah that. He said once he got on that joint and it was going down, he said the first thing he said, he's like, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that made me think like that's goes back into that whole like brainwashing basically. But the way that he called on that name Jesus, that's the way that the elect are going to call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right.
That's going to be like first instinct, you know, without a doubt. And we not, and then it's what says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, man. You know, so it's power in that name, man. Even all the demons are subject to that name, man. They gotta respect it. They gotta bow down to that name, man. That's why I say every tongue shall confess, man. Every knee shall bow too, man. When you crack that skull open, man. Matter of fact, grab Jeremiah 15 and 13. Because this is the year of prophecy, man. So we gonna bring you prophecy, man. The things that's coming to America, man. You know? Matter of fact, I wanted to start a series called that, Coming to America. As far as like the different, you know, prophecies and all that.
50 and 27. 13. Shout it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
From the book of Jeremiah,
Yeah.
chapter 50 and verse 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate.
Hey.
Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hissed at all their plagues.
Yo. Do that one more time, Bubba. That right there is heavy right there, man. You know? And that right there lets you know what's Babylon. Alright? Because you had an ancient Babylon, which this is not what it's talking about, man. Because the word Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word Babal, which means confusion. Alright? So what's America full of? Confusion, man. And this right here is letting you know that it's going to be completely uninhabitable.